Caring has its consequences. A valuable lesson from the Stoics. I grew up in a household where my parents had constant disagreements that would often lead to violence. The arguments stemmed from financial issues and extended family conflicts. Although I wasn't the root cause of any of these issues, I took them on as my own. I felt responsible. I became my parents' marriage counselor at 13. I recall many times sitting them both down and trying to resolve their disputes by bringing up better times. I would tell them to think about the past and the first time they met. The hope was for them to remember the initial spark of love so they could bring that light into their pointless quarrels. It's probably why I became a conflict manager in elementary school. I was successful in addressing their concerns up until the next time they fought, which I knew was always lingering around the corner. I would shield my sisters and lock them in their bedrooms so they wouldn't have to hear the desperate cries for help that the adults I looked up to embodied. When I was 27, I decided to stop intervening. Shortly after, they divorced. Today, my mother is in a better place, but my father still struggles to let go of his past. It wasn't until the past 5 years of educating myself in the subjects of philosophy, psychology, and mindfulness that I understood the harm I put myself through. As a child, I was self-centered, as many children are. We think the world revolves around us. It's part of the growth we exhibit from adolescence to adulthood. I thought it was my responsibility to fix the problems of others. I grew up fast and my innocence was robbed early. Whether it was mental or physical abuse, I was no stranger to it. This is not a pity party, as I know many go through similar situations, and I don't have blame or an iota of hatred in my heart for anyone. This was simply my objective reality. I made the choice not to repeat the past and try to be better for myself, my sisters, parents, and everyone else that I touch in this world. Stoic philosophy has been very useful not only to heal from my past, but also make peace with it. The Greek philosopher Epictetus once said, "Just keep in mind, the more we value things outside our control, the less control we have." We must have an honest dialogue with ourselves daily on what we can and cannot control. I have found that what we can control is small in relation to what we cannot. The problems of others are not your responsibility. You can show compassion and understanding, but you must not take on their problems. We have a finite amount of energy in one lifetime. Make sure that energy is devoted to things you can affect. This is one way we can change the world and leave it better than how we found it. Thank you.